EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. On the return is Trey Palmer. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Right to the air, it's Mayfield. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Flacco. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Kamara. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
A 41-yard attempt.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with the rookie from Oregon. It's Bucky Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
On second down, Baker. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 31-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Second down and 8. To throw is Flacco. Shaheed with the catch. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Saints first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. In motion is Hill. He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now Flacco. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Olave is the motion man. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Thrust, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Third and goal. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll go once more from the 3. Third and goal. Baker to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs are on the board. It's 10-7. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Flacco to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Here's Flacco to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On second down, here's a run with Kamara. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough with James. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they'll run the option to the left. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Flacco. To the goal line and in. Breaking hooks. Touchdown 6.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score 7.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And third down coming up. Mayfield. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Yeah! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Flacco. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable at pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throw right side to Olave. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. On the give, this is Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, this is their fullback. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Cooks going in motion. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's in! Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Palmer now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Flacco. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
3rd and long. Cooks going in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Olave is the motion man. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On play action, Mayfield. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into the deficit. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Oh, they leave Hill wide open. How'd they do that? Still on his feet. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Palmer now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Mayfield. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to go right back to Kamara. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They'll run the zone read here on 3rd down.
Mike, I traditionally like zone read on 3rd down, but it's typically 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. I think at this distance, you're asking a lot out of your quarterback, and in this case, the defense does a nice job rallying, and they're able to force a 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 12 yards there, and a 1st down. On 1st down is Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. On the ground, it's Kamara. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Here's Kamara. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Saints lining up in punt formation. And back deep it is Trey Palmer. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get the victory away from home in the division.